We're here in Heber, Nebraska at Metal Quest Unlimited. We're going to find out today about all kinds of careers in the manufacturing industry. So let's take a look. I'm here with Charlie, who is a lathe department leader here at Metal Quest. So Charlie, start me at the beginning. What is a lathe?
A lathe is a machine that cuts round objects. It spins the part while the cutter comes in, cutter's stationary.
So walk me through like a typical day. What do? You get here, you punch in. What do you do when you get started in the day?
I get here, I clock in, I go to our schedule, see what machines are scheduled for each person, and then I do weekly, daily maintenance if it's necessary.
Wow. So would you say this job's high stress? I mean, is there a lot riding on what you're doing?
Oh, there's a lot riding, but it's very relaxed. You take your time, do what you need to do.
And what is this machine making? Like when it's done, what did it make?
This is making a lower stem.
Oh, look at that. So it's like a huge, what, $500,000 machine, and it's making one of these every 50 seconds?
They're 45, 50 seconds.
45, 50 seconds. That's pretty good. Now, walk me through your education. Like, what did it take to get here? If I wanted to be like a lathe department leader, what kind of education would I need?
You definitely need some kind of schooling a machine tool or manufacturing engineering of some sort.
Now you started that in high school, is that right?
I took basic fundamentals in high school. I learned how to read mics, how to run manual mills, manual lathes, and some basic CNC stuff.
And then you moved on to go to SEC, is that right?
Right.
Now how did that add to your education?
They went more in depth on all the topics there is to go over in your machining field. SEC, it's all hands-on. You're doing something every minute of the day almost. You get a lunch break, you get a coffee break in the morning, but other than that, you're nose deep in books or you're out in the shop making stuff.
Wow. How did you get this job here at Metal Quest?
They offered me an internship when I was in school, and I was more than happy to take it on.
Nice. How did you hear about that internship, by the way?
The managers here at Metal Quest, they knew some of our instructors for college, and they just put the word out, and my instructors came to me personally and told me about it.
So what do you love most about Metal Quest?
The atmosphere here is awesome. Everybody's laid back, and I get to run some of the coolest machines in the industry. These are $500,000 machines. It's really rare that they'll let me come out here and just go nose deep wherever I want.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much for taking the time out and explaining these to me. Well, I'm gonna take these sweet safety glasses off, and we're gonna go talk business with the VP of Metal Quest. Let's see if we can go find Scott. Hey, Scott.
Hey.
Good to see you. Thanks for meeting with me.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So this is Scott, the Vice President at Metal Quest Unlimited. Why don't you have a seat, bro? I'll lean over here, and I'd love to just start by asking you what Metal Quest does.
Metal Quest is a contract manufacturer. We specialize in machined parts, precision machine parts, and we also do assemblies.
Okay, so you are creating parts that are going into various machines, doing what kinds of different things around the US and maybe even overseas?
Yeah, a lot of our product goes into hydraulic applications, whether that's ag or construction related. And then we also have a lot of oil field business where it goes into a lot of the pipes and tanks and things like that that are in the oil field.
Wow.
Our product goes around the world. Our customers are domestic, but the product goes around the world.
As Vice President, what do you do? What's your daily routine?
My daily routine usually starts with analyzing a lot of data. I'm the data guy, so on the financial side and the production side and just kind of seeing the health of the company and where everything's at. I'm directly overseeing shipping, receiving, the customer service, purchasing, those departments, and then with me and a few others overseeing the rest of the company. I do a lot of development work where I'll integrate different equipment or design different software and design it and then integrate it into the company. Do a lot of process and procedure development as well.
Wow.
And then also training. I work with the training program.
That's a ton of different stuff. What is like the current cutting edge technology that you guys are using here?
Well, it's not really cutting edge, but the new thing for us is robots. We're really getting into robots and automation.
Like if you could picture your ideal employee, This person comes in, you really can't wait to hire them. What kind of training and education background do they have?
The best employee we could get would be somebody out of a trade school, like an SCC or Central Community College, or any college like that has a good fundamental knowledge. But there's really so much more than that, and that helps with the training aspect because there's not quite as much stuff we need to show them early on. So as long as you're open to learning and excited about learning and work well with other people and work well in our company, that would be the perfect person for us.
Our search for careers in the manufacturing industry brings us here to Columbus, Nebraska at BD, a medical company that's making products to keep you and me healthy. Let's go find somebody to talk to. I'm with Todd Zeller. He is the plant manager at BD in Columbus. Todd, thanks for meeting with me. I was wondering if you just tell me a little bit about what BD does.
BD is a leading medical manufacturer. We manufacture and sell medical devices and instruments and reagents.
Okay, so what kind of devices are we talking about?
Now we manufacture here cannula, needles, syringes, filled syringes, pharmaceutical syringes, diabetic syringes, and vacutainer tubes. We have 4 sites in Nebraska, and we have over 2,500 associates throughout the state of Nebraska.
So tons of employees, obviously a bunch of different career paths. Would you mind giving me just like the highlights?
Well, we have professional, we have skilled labor, and we have production associates. And when you look at the professionals, we have engineering, we have HR, IT, finance, and then our skilled labor, we have control specialists, mold repair, tool room, and then our production operators. We have associates within the facilities that have their master's degrees and a lot of bachelor's degrees in our professional workforce, and then 2-year degrees in our skilled workforces.
If you were looking for your perfect employee, who would that be?
Well, you know, BD really prides itself on their associates, and we want folks with good work ethics that come in, that want to get engaged, help us make a difference. BD's purpose is to help all people live healthy lives, and when you look at that purpose, it's something to be proud about, and you really want associates engaged in that purpose and willing to put forth the effort and the work to do that.
Great. Thanks so much, Todd. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to try and find Sean, who is an operations manager. Is that right?
That is correct.
All
yes.
right. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, this is Sean. He's a production manager here at BD. So, Sean, why don't you tell us what you do?
Mostly my job is, I've got 2 different production departments here. We make syringes and we also make needles. And my job is really to oversee those 2 areas and make sure that we have got product leaving the plant in a predictable way every day so customers always have what they need.
Yeah, what's your favorite part of your job?
I think my favorite part is probably just the opportunity that I have to make a difference in the company every day. You know, every day is different, and there's always decisions that we can make and things that we can pursue that are going to leave the company and leave my community better than I found it, and that's exciting.
Wow. So what kind of degree do you need to do the job that you're doing?
There's a variety of different degrees that you could have to have a job like mine. Most of my education is in business. I've got a bachelor's degree in business administration and also an MBA from the University of Nebraska. And it was BD that really helped me get those things also. You know, BD's got a tuition reimbursement program that I've taken advantage of, and that's really helped me in my own personal development.
Yeah, when you started, you were just out of high school, is that right?
That's right. I'm a non-traditional student, so I started as an hourly employee at our Broken Bow facility and worked there for several years while I was going to community college, and then moved on from there to several different BD sites and different roles and different challenges.
Yeah, so working that long at BD, you must really love it.
I do really enjoy it, yeah. I've been with BD for a while now, and it's really important to me to do a job that really has value.
Wow. Thanks so much, Sean. I appreciate it. That's BD. They're a manufacturing company working behind the scenes to keep you and me healthy. Our search for careers in manufacturing brings us to Grand Island, Nebraska at Chief Buildings, where they're building buildings. Safety glasses on, I'm going in. I'm here with Dave Kobeck, who's the Vice President of Operations for Chief Buildings. Dave, why don't you tell me what you guys do at Chief?
We make metal buildings to make it really simple. Structural steel systems, bigger retrosets that we just send down the road for the construction industry.
And it takes a lot of people to make that happen, doesn't it?
Our little business takes 340 people of a wide variety of jobs, everything from welding to drafting to engineering to marketing. So it does take a lot of people to produce that product.
Wow, a wide range of careers, a wide range of educational backgrounds, is that right?
Absolutely. We've got everybody from high school degrees, learning to weld in high school, to community college for drafting and welding, all the way to engineers to programmers who have master's degrees in their business.
Yeah, and you're not locked in. Once you get hired with Chief Buildings, you're not just doing the same thing every year for the rest of your life, is that right?
Now, if you really want employees to be engaged and enjoy their job, they need to have career paths, and so we have a lot of different pathways that you can go. A drafter can go in the manufacturing world, a manufacturing guy can come over here and be a drafter the next day. Estimators to purchasing department, you can go a lot of different, you can branch out a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm. What kind of environment are you trying to create at Chief Buildings?
It's a combination of performance and fun. You know, we have deadlines we need to meet, but on the flip side, we want to have some fun along the way. We spend a lot of time with these people, so you know we need to have fun during the day.
Mm-hmm. And so, what kind of employee are you looking for when you're thinking about hiring someone to fit in that deadline yet family kind of fun-driven atmosphere? What
Sure.
kind of person are you looking for?
Sure, combination of some things. You know, we need somebody who's going to be a good teammate, somebody who's fun to be around during the day, and then of course somebody who's flexible, because in the last 5 years we've learned that we need to change a lot and evolve and be able to meet customers' needs. So flexibility is a big one. And then of course accountability comes with the performance side, so that we can really perform well and shine.
Thanks so much, Dave. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Yep.
it. All right. Well, this is Brent. Brent, why don't you tell me what you do at Chief Buildings?
Chief Buildings, I'm the estimating manager. I manage 8 estimators who all have their own district managers who manage costs and price out costs for our quoting purposes.
Wow, so what kind of educational backgrounds do those estimators have?
They have anywhere from construction management to drafting to, you know, they came from other companies outside the chief.
Mm-hmm. Now, estimating might seem pretty general and vague, but it's kind of a complex job, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you know, depending on the quote that's coming in, the building that's coming in, we have to review specs, we have to review plans, we have to make sure the end customer is getting exactly what they send in to us with those plans and specs.
And it's pretty high pressure. I mean, you guys meeting deadlines, turning things over really quick.
Yeah. I mean, we always have to turn quotes around, you know, most of the time 2 to 3 days. Sometimes we get, you know, 4 hours. You know, it just depends on, you know, the quote and the building.
Yeah, now tell me about your educational background.
I went to UNL, have a degree in civil engineering. Right now I'm currently going to get my master's in engineering management.
Now, how did you first get hired at Chief?
When I was in college, I saw a flyer, you know, probably a year and a half before I graduated. And it was for Chief Buildings. They were hiring engineers. And,
One of those little tear-off number flyers?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
Exactly. Well, and I wasn't ready to look for a job, but and I went out on their website and sent an email, and somebody got back to me, and you know, they hired me.
Nice. Send an email. Look at that. That's awesome. What's your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part is, you know, trying to help my employees develop as their career, they go down their career path. I really enjoy seeing them grow and seeing myself grow as a manager.
So even though you're an engineer, you're taking management classes, your favorite thing about it is the people.
Yeah,
is that right?
exactly. It's enjoyable to watch them.
That's great. Wow, Brent, thanks so much. Maybe I'll come work for you someday.
There we go.
Awesome.